Hi everyone. I'm going to continue looking at a couple more verses from Romans chapter 8. Yesterday we looked at Romans 8:35 to 39. And today I want to step back just a little bit earlier in chapter 8, starting with verse 28. Now this is a passage of scripture, Romans 8:28, that I'm sure many of us have heard. In fact, we've probably had it quoted to us during times of trauma in our lives. We've lost our job. We've had a loved one who's come down with cancer, or a family member die. A house is burnt down. Whatever, a tragedy comes along, and people will say, well, you know that God causes everything to work together for good to those that love God. And so I decided to take a little bit of time to look at that scripture. And in the NIV, it says this, in verse 28, we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose for them. And it also has in the footnote, it says, it can also be translated this way, which I actually like a little bit better. And it says this way, and we know that in all things God works together with those who love him to bring about what is good. With those who love God and are called according to his purposes for them. It's just a very subtle little change, but what it does is it brings out the essence of what the verse is talking about. The verse isn't saying that when horrible things happen to us, we should rejoice because it's really good, because it's not really good. It's challenging, it's difficult, it's horrible. But the way that the second part is stated, where it says that God works together with those who love him to bring out what is good. And so God is working together with us to bring out what is good. It changes the whole dynamic. It's not like God is saying, okay, this is a horrible thing and I'm going to make something good out of it. That might be great if you lose your job, which could be a horrible thing, and God provides a better job. And you think, you know what? God made something good out of something that was terrible. But how do you face that same situation if it's a child that has died? How can you look at that and say, wow, it was really good that they died? I don't think any of us could come to that point of saying that that is a good thing. Sure, we can probably come out of it and saying we believe that God is still good even though this is horrible. But it's not good in and of itself. And so what I'd like us to be reminded is that God is always working with us to bring out what is good. When terrible things happen, God is working with us that we don't become embittered, but that we actually begin to focus on how can we change things in our life in order to bring out what is good. I know that during these last 5 months, there have been a number of you who have struggled, lost loved ones, had challenges health-wise, all that sort of stuff, and it's been hard. But know that God is working with you to bring out what is good, challenging you within the context of your struggles to bring out what is good and pleasing, and that which is according to his purpose for us in our lives. God bless you, church. Have a really good day.